Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Will Richards.
I'm Sara Tupper.
And we're here with a brand new podcast from somewhere very comfortable, a living room in Chelmsford City Centre.
Yes, a very exciting space, and I am looking forward to speaking to Claire.
I'm looking forward to sitting down.
The Chelmsford For You podcast with Will and Sarah, an exclusive look into all things Chelmsford.
Finally got to sit on a sofa. We're very comfortable now, aren't we?
We are in Chelmsford's living room. Guests here of Culture Chelmsford. We are joined by Claire. Thank you very much for having us today.
Welcome to number 11, The Meadows.
I absolutely love it in here. This is particularly comfy, the sofa.
Yeah, please don't be offended if I do nod off. It's just the comfy sofas.
Have you not realised that this one has an extendable leg rest as well?
That's why you claimed it. I understand now.
All makes sense now. So Claire, we're in the Meadows and as I say, it's Chelmsford's living room, but talk us through the concept of this space.
Well, it's really interesting, isn't it, to come to a shopping centre. So thinking about what could you do in a space that engages everyone with something that will make them feel joyful, something that make them feel happy, something that they can come and use that space to talk to other people. And I thought, where could we do that? Where could we have a space that would make people feel like there wasn't a barrier for them to come into this space? So working with the Meadows, who've been incredible partners on this, we decided that taking over an empty shop space and transforming it into a place that lots of people could identify with, a living room space, a dining room space, a play area. So that was the kind of first bit, was to think about what kind of space do we want to do, but also why are we doing this? And why we're doing this is about enabling people to think about how creative they are as individuals, as people, as communities. And one of the things that I hear a lot about is people say, oh no, I'm not creative. I don't do creative, I'm not an artist.
It's actually easy to think that, isn't it?
It is, but actually when you really think about it, all of us are creative.
Oh, 100%, even accidentally sometimes, I think.
Yeah,
which is what you mentioned. Even me sometimes. Can you believe it? I want to ask you a question about who this is for. I know the answer to this, but just for the viewers at home, who is eligible to come and sit in here whenever they want?
Everyone.
Absolutely.
There was a really important part of removing any barrier to anyone and just saying, if you're in Chelmsford, if you're in the high street and you just want to come and sit somewhere for a chat and have a cup of tea, or you want to get involved in a storytelling workshop, which is going on behind us, or you want to get involved in a music workshop, or you want to just come and do a jigsaw, it's here for everyone. It really is that kind of, that place that we hope everyone will feel really comfortable coming into. And we've seen that. We've had so many amazing stories from the people who've come and used this space for 10 minutes, for a few hours. We've got people who come back every week who really kind of see it as a place where they can feel like it's a respite in their day to come and sit and have a conversation with one of the staff, one of the volunteers who are here every day, or one of the artists who are here every day. So it really is about kind of offering this to everyone. There's no barriers to anyone being able to come here.
I'm gutted I haven't actually been here myself yet, apart from for this podcast, obviously. I will be coming down because, number one, somewhere comfy to sit when you're on your feet all day is incredible, and that will always lead to have a knock-on effect to speaking to people you don't know, meeting new... I'm a big fan of meeting new people. They don't like me, but I love meeting them. I'm a big fan of that.
I completely agree, and actually I have seen the space in its kind of full glory when that is happening. So there's been a couple of times when I've popped in just to say hello to the volunteers, or if I've been one end of the city and had a quick phone call I needed to make, I just quickly nipped in here, and actually seeing the variety of people and what's going on, because it is just a relaxing space where you can have a bit of downtime or chill time. But as you said, alongside that, there's so many different creative workshops and sessions and just things that happen, some planned, some organically just take place because the space allows it. And it's been really nice giving people that entry into culture, in effect, isn't it, what you traditionally see?
And it's getting people to talk to each other about it. I think that's the most important thing about culture and creativity. It's the stories that we tell each other, but we don't call them cultural stories or creative stories. It's the first time you saw your favourite band live at a gig. It's the first time you read to your grandchildren. It's the first time you did a trick on a skateboard. All of those things are the stories that we have as humans and the things that we tell each other to get to know each other. And that's what this place is about. It's about introducing this idea that we are a cultural place, we are a creative place. And because now we have a new cultural strategy in Chelmsford, we wanted to make that feel real to people. So part of this is inviting people to have those conversations and to think about it. And, working with the artists, being able to commission 9 artists during this process has been a fantastic opportunity to invest in the creative industries here as well, to invest in their talents.
Sarah mentioned to me before that you've worked with Whittle College, is it, for the art?
Yeah.
So one thing I love about the art, number one, is it looks stunning. So if you're a fan of art, come down and check it out anyway. Number two, it's a big conversation starter because you can go anywhere. When anyone looks at art, whether you think you're creative or not, your head just goes in totally different places to every other individual. So you can have so many stories and it takes you back to memories and things like that. So talk me through the collaboration with Whittle.
Well, there's 2 things going on in this space. One is that we were incredibly fortunate to have the art place just up the lane from us.
Yeah.
And they have loaned us quite a lot of paintings from their space. And then we've also got Whittle students who've created some work as well. So we gave them a challenge. We gave Whittle University College, we gave Chelmsford College and Sandon School. We gave them all a challenge to talk to us about what culture meant to them. And they all interpreted that completely differently. And Whittle University College have some paintings that we've got in our hallway that they created. But they're also using the space later on. So in a couple of weeks' time, they will turn this space into their end-of-year degree show, which is also really exciting.
Right.
So again, more people can come and see a degree show that might not necessarily have thought, why would I go and see a degree show? But actually come and be inspired by the work that these students have been doing over the past 3 years in their final show. So it's a great opportunity to use it as their showcase too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the important questions for me are, when do you open to and from? I take it it's within the Meadows hours.
Yes, we are, because we're staffed with working really closely with Chelmsford Voluntary Service. So they've done an amazing job at making sure that there's people here every day. So we tend to open at about 10 and we tend to close at about 4. So that's our kind of core hours. Sometimes things go on a little bit longer and we've had a few particular events or particular activities. So there's been some hip hop music sessions and various other things that have gone on a little bit longer. But 10 till 4 is generally when we're here, and we're here every day.
Perfect spot for lunch as well. If you want to get out of the office, bit of a stressful day at work, pop down and have a chat with someone.
Completely agree.
I take it it's completely okay to bring a sandwich in or whatever.
Absolutely. And you might even get made a cup of tea.
Oh, right, okay.
I've had a cup of tea from here and it's lovely.
Oh, have you? Right.
So we know you are in the Meadows. Obviously, we can hear from the hubbub of noise around us, which is incredible that people are here. It's open to everyone. How much longer can people find the living room in the Meadows?
Yeah, so this is a pilot project. So Culture Chelmsford is the independent trust that is leading the cultural strategy for Chelmsford, for the whole district. And one of the things that we wanted to do was try out, what does a cultural space look like when you take it out of those norms of where cultural spaces happen. So this is a bit of a pilot for us, and working with the Meadows to really test out what does it look like to have it in a shopping centre and how do communities engage with it in a shopping centre. But we also want to do things across the whole of the district. That's really important too. So we're here until the 27th of May. That will be the final wrap party.
Yep.
And then after that, we'll take all of the kind of learnings from this and look at actually what do we now need to think about investing in for Chelmsford on a more longer term. So this pop-up, this temporary opportunity will really create some much better evidence and knowledge about what needs to be here more permanently.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is really, really admirable, because one thing I think we lost in what I call the Voldemort years, you might have heard me say before, which is the whole COVID period, no one really wants to talk about it, is the whole communication skills, making new friends. A lot of people, without realising it, at no fault of their own, just lost a little bit of that skill set. So this sort of thing is perfect for that.
Yeah.
So I recommend coming down before May 27th.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well,
Yes.
I think a lot of people are going to come flooding down, so you might need to get another couple of sofas in, an extension maybe. Some more space.
Oh yes, let's plan the extension.
Yeah.
And on the next one, I'd appreciate beds. So that'd be nice to have a little nap at lunch, wouldn't it?
Well, we
Pop
did
down.
have a space upstairs, and which we did sort of think about whether we could create a bedroom
Some
upstairs.
sleep pods.
But there's treacherous staircase at the back, so we can't do that.
Oh, okay. Could be a
Shame.
bungalow. Doesn't it?
Could have been a
Up to
bedroom.
you
It'll
what
be
you do.
next time I'll put a bedroom in just for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I think so will my girlfriend. Somewhere else for me to stay at night. Right, thank you so much, Claire. Thanks for having us. Anything you want to add?
No, just come along. And I also just really want to make sure that everybody understands that this is all entirely free.
Absolutely.
As well.
Big
So,
important point, yeah. We completely missed that. It's completely free.
Yeah, just a space to come and enjoy.
Yeah.
We won't be here, so you will enjoy it. Perfect.
Well, yes, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. I've been Will Richards.
I'm Sara Tupper.
And I've been Claire Defoe.
We'll see you soon.
The Chelmsford for You podcast with Will and Sarah. Get involved, like, comment and share.